Welcome to Acoustic Paradiso, another episode. You've asked, we have supplied. Is that what you say?
I'd say, yeah.
Yeah, some people have asked.
Answered, maybe.
The one person that was the two.
Yeah, all two of you have asked. So, more acoustic guitars.
So, more acoustic guitars. So, we have a little, I think this was one I remember way back in, we did the Sigmas, the golden eras. We've done the Gibson J45 versus the J15 versus the J35.
Yep.
We've done those videos, and I think somebody did say, hey, guys, can you please do Sigma J45? What is it called?
It's called a...
Because it's not a J45, is it?
No, it's called a JM...
SG?
SG Sigma guitar, I guess.
Yeah.
45.
45, yes.
The clues in the number, people.
Clues in the number, and...
And in the shape.
And the shape. And...
Gibson J45 standard, I think is.
Yes.
It's the standard one. It's about £1,700.
Yeah, 1649 or something in June 2017.
Yeah, whereas this one is about £500,
yes.
495 or thereabouts, at this particular moment in history.
So we all know this. Specs on this one is spruce top, correct?
Solid Sitka spruce top.
Mahogany back.
Solid
neck.
mahogany back and sides,
yes.
and neck.
Neck and rosewood fingerboard bridge.
Yep.
LR back. Hey, Bilbo, have you designed a...
LR Bilbo Baggins.
LR Bilbo Baggins pickup in here. And you know it, you love it.
Yeah, it's the modern standard version of the J45. J45, interesting because it was the Gibson Slope shoulder dreadnought that came after the J35, all the way back when before time began. We won't even go into it, but
there was saber-tooth tigers, and there was J45s.
A total classic of the acoustic guitar world. 24 3/4 inch scale length. Normally has solid mahogany back and sides, solid Sitka spruce top.
Yes.
Played by Elvis Costello, Bruce Springsteen.
I mean, Spruce Springsteen.
Yeah, Spruce Springsteen. Line 'em up.
Lionel Richie. Have you seen that? The Lionel Richie. So there's Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
Which is a company that has got a band that says Bruce. But there's Lionel.
Ah.
So or you know, Lionel Floor.
Yeah, Lionel
Richie.
Yeah, more tenuous. I prefer Lionel Rich Tea, where he's got the Rich Tea biscuit on his head. Anyway,
yes.
I think he's more of a Martin man anyway.
I think so,
right.
yeah.
So, in contrast, Sigma guitars used to be related to Martin guitars, is no longer directly related to Martin guitars, and actually makes a bunch of cost-effective, quite nice guitars.
Yeah.
At very serious spec, very sensible price.
Absolutely.
Point. Everyone we play.
Yeah.
Usually gets pretty thumbs up, doesn't it?
And they've been doing that for a while, for a long time. But they've been doing the, you know, dare we say it, copies of.
Based heavily on Martin designs, Pete, I think is what you would say.
Sorry, cut that bit out. Just beep that bit I just said. I think what they are based heavily on guitar that we know and love very much, and in the recent couple of years, I think they've brought out these heavily based on on the design that you might also know and love.
Yeah.
And they do a good job.
Do a very good job.
This is the golden era, isn't it? So
so the golden era series of guitars is this from, and I do believe we've looked at this at some time in the dim and distant past.
Go back and have a look at that.
So made in Bozeman, Montana, America, made in China.
In Montana, China.
Yeah, made in China. So obviously that accounts for a huge difference in manufacturing cost and all the rest of it.
But I'll tell you what, when you look at that guitar and you look at all the details and all the where it's put together, it's nice, man. For 400, almost a little bit less than £500.
It's lovely and light too.
Yes, it is very lovely and light.
I promise this will be the last bit of talking and then we'll start playing.
Yes.
For anyone who doesn't know, and apologies for those of you who do, the great challenge of an acoustic guitar is to build it light enough to sound great, but not so it explodes or indeed implodes because of the tension of the strings.
Absolutely.
So it's a fine balance of getting the top braced and the wood's thin enough and kind of resonant enough in order to sound and vibrate well as an instrument, while not pulling itself to pieces under. And
doing that for a reasonable amount of cash.
That's the challenge.
That's the challenge.
So anyway, these guys can do it because they spend loads of money and use premium materials and all the rest of it.
And they've done it for, I think it's about 1.5 million years. I think
at least 1.5 million years.
Yes, they just make guitars. Anyway, here's an A chord. So that was a nylon pick, 1mm flappy in the KM184 microphone.
This is a G chord with a Dunlop Prime Tone 1.4. That's a sound. That's a sound. Who's that?
That sounds good, doesn't it? Warmer,
Stronger, like me.
Thinner.
A little bit. Not much though. Still very likeable.
It's still, I mean, we're talking over £1,000 difference here.
Yeah.
That's good. If you hear a little bit of it's because somebody's playing the drums next door.
Oh, is it?
Yes. That's the drum room.
Oh, is it?
Over yonder.
Andertons drum room.
Andertons drum room. So if you hear a little bit in the microphones, we do apologise. That's because somebody's trying out some drums at the moment. So, yes. I mean, dude, it's the time and time again.
Play something else.
But those bar chords are always difficult on acoustic guitar. Right then, I kind of prefer this on that sound. One more thing to play.
I think I know why he did that, and I'm going to do this.
Meow. Interesting.
Yes, confirms it for me. Why? Tell me why you played that kind of muted.
Well, the same reason you played the other bit. It's about dynamics, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's about hearing that guitar does that bit really well, but it doesn't do that's where you can hear.
Yeah.
But that's where that extra £1,000 has gone. There's just a thing.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Maybe not £1,000, but for me, that's why guitar's worth it.
I think for let's say, I don't want to say novice, but let's say for a less confident player, there might be more to get from this guitar.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to hit it so hard.
Yeah.
And there seems to be there seems to be slightly more in the guitar when you're not hitting it. However, when you hit it, then you find its peak relatively quickly.
Yeah.
Whereas that, you hit it and it just
keeps going.
It keeps going.
That guitar is a great guitar. That will inspire you to play. I'm always really, really, you know me, it's about inspiring people. When you pick something up that you're not just going to get a guitar, you go, because that's easier to play than this.
I would say so.
Me,
I was going to say that. You don't have to work so hard on this.
Exactly. This is, you have the accent is a bit higher, the strings might be a little bit heavier. You know, it's kind of, you definitely have to work harder on it.
But the reward,
put a lot of people off. I know, but this is the thing every time, isn't it? It's like, you know, with a 2-rock amplifier or a dumble amplifier, you don't, if you plug into it and expect to just go and be John Mayer, forget it, because you have to work on it. And it's the same with some of these guitars, where these guitars are, you know, as soon as you play the one chord, you go, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
I'm pleasantly surprised with that.
Yeah.
I went through quite a lot of J45s when I was looking for my last acoustic guitar.
And what have you got?
I have not a Gibson. I have a Collins guitar, and
which we don't stock at Andertons, but it doesn't matter.
But I would have been sorely tempted by that guitar.
Yeah, and I understand why.
Because that really works for me, that guitar. Yeah. But anyway, they're all individual. They're all different. That's the nature of.
And they're all in stock at Andertons at the moment. And tell you what, before we go, right. You should come in and try them out yourself, because that's the only way you can really tell which one is going to be good for you and your hands. And you know, your frame might not be, you might be a tall person, you might be not so tall. You might have, like me, sometimes I can play. Look, I'm getting scars already, and I really sometimes I'll rub it really hard, the arm and the guitar. So you know. Anyway, so these things have got pickups in them.
Oh yes. So
what Mick is going to do now is he's going to plug in, and behind us here we've got the Acoustic Singer Pro from Buzz. I'm going to turn that on, give that some space there. So this one has got a Fishman Sunny Tone. There you go, so that's that. And what you're hearing is the DI out from the Acoustic Singer Pro, not in the microphones on this one, just the DI out. Coming out, what we're hearing in the room, for me, that definitely sounds better.
Does sound considerably better.
Yeah.
It may be because, I mean, the amp's set relatively flat actually. Yeah. So it's a fair representation.
A little bit more bass.
Yeah, I mean, I dare say you could EQ that up to sound a little more natural. No, they never sound very natural, do they, under saddle pickups?
No, I think we've that's why we're using DI out on this guitar, on this amp now, because in the beginning we were just using the, straight into the door in next door. The door next door, and this is just like a video of jokes. I don't know what's going on. I'm just on the brim of losing it again right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, in which case we should sign off.
Exactly.
Right. Gibson J45 Standard.
Yes.
I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Gibson J45 Standard.
And the JM, which could stand for John Mayer actually, but I don't think so. But JM-SG45
by Sigma. Yeah, let us know what you think and
yes.
what other guitars you might like to see.
Yeah, if you want to see some more comparison videos, let us know. And my name is Pete.
My name is Mick.
And we will see you next time. You know, whether that's something to do with that's got the Bilbo LR Bilbo Baggins in there. Oh God. I'm so tired.
It may be because the amp is optimised for this pickup a little bit better than that one. Although...
Oh, God help me. Plug in Mick, plug in Mick, plug in Mick, plug in Mick tonight. Tonight. Plug in Mick, plug in Mick, plug in Mick, plug in Mick tonight.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the Andertons Guitar YouTube channel. If you're a drummer or a keyboard player or interested in music technology, you might find one of our other channels interesting, and I'll put details of those in the description below. If you want to find out more about the products we've just featured, please click here. If you'd like to buy a t-shirt like this, please click here. If you want to watch another video on our guitar channel, click down here. And to subscribe to our guitar channel, click here. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.